Noah said, "Mom said that when you come back, go to the vegetable market to buy some meat and cook at noon." Haraya was a little upset, but she said honestly, "Okay, I will buy some vegetables later and come back." Charlie took his wife and picked in the orchard at home for half a morning. Claire was happily like an 18-year-old girl, not only picking, but also very seriously loosening and watering the plants. Elaine also waited to take pictures and post to moments, seeing them both went in and wouldn't come out so anxiously. After finally waiting for the two of them to pick up a large basket of things and enter the house, she hurried downstairs, took out her mobile phone, and took various selfies in the orchard. After taking a lot of photos in the sun, she immediately ran back to her room while applying the aloe vera ointment that was repaired after the sun, while holding a mobile phone, carefully selected 9 pictures from it, and posted a circle of friends. The accompanying text is, "Look at our vegetable garden. Under my careful cultivation, it has grown so well." As soon as this circle of friends came out, it immediately triggered countless people's likes and comments. No one thought that Elaine could build such a large and spectacular vegetable garden in his own yard. It took a lot of effort. It's done. Including the previous friend who bought a villa, opened a small plot of land and planted a small portion of vegetables. Also said sourly, "Oh, Sister Elaine, you are really amazing. You planted it at home." A lot. But how can ordinary people grow so many things at home? Did you go to other people's vegetable fields to pick them? Then you took photos and deliberately lied to us? Oh! Elaine immediately became angry when she saw this comment. The pics were procured from her own villa. She dared to question the old mother? Wait, I will give you a bird's eye view from the balcony on the 3rd floor to the courtyard of the villa. Thinking of this, Elaine immediately walked to the terrace of her master bedroom on the 3rd floor, turned on the phone shooting function, and prepared to take pictures in the courtyard. But at this time, she suddenly saw a strange figure appeared on the phone screen. A dark figure was leaving the fence of the yard at this time, reaching out and stealing vegetables from her own vegetable plot. Looking at that hand, she already picked a big eggplant and then went to pick a big cucumber and a big tomato. Elaine immediately roared, "Hey, what are you doing? Isn't it stealing my food?" When the figure heard her yelling, he pulled his hand back, turned his head, and ran. Elaine glanced intently. Okay, isn't it the damn old Mrs. Wilson who stole the food? As a result, she was furious and cursed loudly. "Why are you such a dead lady so shameless? You even ran to my house to steal food. Believe it or not, I will call the police and arrest you now." Old Mrs. Wilson couldn't run fast even with a basket of vegetables. When she heard her scolding herself, she turned her head and glanced at her. Not only was she not afraid, she spat at her instead. This time, Elaine was so angry that she immediately ran downstairs. Seeing Charlie and her daughter washing vegetables in the kitchen, they blurted out impatiently, "You two are still in the mood to wash vegetables here. Our vegetables are all stolen." "Who?" Claire asked subconsciously. Elaine said angrily, "Your old and undead grandma. Apart from her, who else is so promiscuous?" When Claire heard that Grandma stole the vegetables from the vegetable garden at home, she sighed helplessly and said, "Mom, since Grandma picked it, then if she wants to pick, let her pick it. It's nothing more than some vegetables." Elaine blurted out, "That's not what you said. What did your grandma give us? You forgot how she treated our family before? I can now bear to come to our house with a shy face at this time." Claire shook her head helplessly. "Don't think about it so much. Grandma also looks at our garden too, so she want to pick some for a meal. Let's not be so stingy." Elaine said angrily, "You know that your elbow is turning out all day long." After speaking, she turned upstairs. However, the more Elaine thinks about it, the more she feels that this is a terrible loss. Such a good vegetable, even a vegetable leaf, cannot be led away by Mrs. Wilson. Daughter still feels indifferent. If this is to condone the Lady Wilson to steal once, she will steal twice, steal 3 times, and steal 100 times. So Elaine hurried out of the room again, went to the kitchen door, greeted Charlie, and said, "Charlie, tell me something. I have something to tell you." Charlie nodded and came to the door. Elaine hurriedly said in a low voice, "Charlie, your mother kindly reminds you that you prepared such a good vegetable garden for Claire, and you must be careful to guard against theft. You have lived with the Lady Wilson for so many years. What kind of person is she? Don't you understand? If you don't care about her, she can steal it from you tomorrow." In fact, Charlie has been in the Wilson family for more than 3 years and knows everyone in the Wilson family very well. He knows exactly what kind of personality each person in the Wilson family has. In his view of the entire Wilson family, apart from his wife, Claire, who is a natural good person, there is only one Jacob who still has room for salvation. The others are counted as one, and all are rubbish.